Hey everyone, so today I will be showcasing the new, or at least till this day, the most the most recent update that I've made towards my game, Legacies. That is a new name. Previously, it was known as the original Vampire Legacies, but I have changed the name to something shorter because it is simply better rather than saying the Vampire Original Legacies over and over again. But so today I'll be showcasing the only new build that I've added towards this update because it did take me a really long time. It will be the Mystic Grill, and you can see that the interior is looking a lot better than before. And here you see some photos of the new upcoming characters. Right now we already have Regent Davina here, but the newest one that is coming very soon is Ketsia. And you can see her pretty little outfit here, and she's looking very hot. Now, as you walk in, you'll see these several different tables, and you'll see the little bar area here, and that is my friend Ricky that will be helping me cover the majority of of the video today. Now, as you walk over here, you can see these photos over here. The middle one is me, the owner of the game, and this one is my community manager, Dex. Now, over here, you can see that this one's blank, and that is for my developer called Roa, but at the moment, the not Photoshop, Roblox deleted their photo because it was content deleted for some reason. And on the back, you can also see a picture of Haley and Rebecca, I believe. And in the middle, that one was also content deleted, but they will be fixed very soon. Inside of here, you can see the Mystic Falls freezer, and if you're a very old player or have been playing for the last 2 years, you will realize that this isn't a this has been added again. It's not the same as it used to be whenever the game first came around. But you can see the resemblance of it. Now there's a little bit of more functionality to it. You can't lock people and freeze them inside anymore, but you can get oh, there's a block over here. I will have to fix this, but usually you can get blood bags in here. Don't worry, I forgot to remove this, but you will be able to get into it very soon. No worries about that. Now let's go back and we'll be covering the other side of the Mystic Grill. And as you can see, it is very similar to this side, except it doesn't have the bar. And now you can see a picture of Haley and Rebecca, like I said. And here, there should be my other developer, but at the moment that image was content deleted. Now, as we go out, my friend Ricky will follow me, or I'm not sure if they left already. They are following me at the moment, and they'll just get out on the other door. If you're wondering why you're being teleported out, it's because there were some bugs within the building, because this was made in a different software, and so whenever you try to exit, it doesn't do that, so I had to apply a new teleportation method for you to come out. Hopefully it is not that big of a bug, or not that big of a deal for you guys, and you cannot be teleported inside if you are like on a sleeping mode, or mostly known as ragdolled, which is whenever you're like laying down on the floor. Now let's go to we'll stay here because today, we'll wait for nighttime actually. Now let's go over here and we are gonna try one of our keybinders, is Z, and what this does is that it creates sparkles. And if you guys want to see where this superpower, or not superpower, where this spell idea came from, it is in the Discord that I'll be linking down in the description. It is in there, and it will show you on the Sneak Peeks channel of where to get it, or of where I got that idea from. You just have to scroll down up top on the Discord channel. Okay, so now I'm just gonna be waiting for Ricky to wake up, and I'm gonna try another.
You are all liars. I'm gonna bring back the only one of you who has ever meant anything.
Pretty much one of their. It is a recognizable feat that Davina did. Now this flower, if you guys don't know, I did add a lot of herbs around in the game in the previous update, and this one basically allows you to heal. Remember, it is the white one with the light green stem. Now, we'll be trying out some of her other abilities, and let me look at the Grimoire. Now, this is a new addition as well. In the Grimoire, you can see your custom abilities and your entirety of abilities, actually. Now, compared to the last version, on the last version, you had to flip out throughout the entire book and you had to look for each and every individual spell. On this one, it gives you an entire list of all the spells that you can cast, different from my other Grimoire that you guys could use. The other one showed you the abilities that everybody has, and this one shows you the ones that only you can cast, which is pretty cool. Now, we are going to try some of these powers. Now, Blood Boiling is an interesting one because it does replace one of Davina's usual abilities. We are going to try to Blood Boil Ricky right here. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention was that passive healing is now a thing. So as you lose damage, eventually you'll begin to heal, and you can heal. Before this update, you couldn't heal. But if you need to heal quick, you can use these flowers to you can eat it, or you can go to a building over there, which is the flower shop or herb shop, that and which you can craft a potion in the machines to make a potion that will heal you. Now, I accidentally but that is basically her aerokinetic scream, and that is this one, and that is Q. I accidentally pressed on it, but I guess you guys just saw it. Now, as you can see, this one doesn't really take a lot of damage. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but it doesn't take a lot of magic. Them away. There isn't much sound to it, but it is pretty neat. Now, let's go here, and Ricky, if you could stand right over here. I want them to see them getting, okay. As you can see, can you stand over here? A little bit, there. I think, wait, a little bit more. You cannot cast, or it is very difficult to cast inside of this circle, so players that you are attacking need to be a little bit more spread out. Come over here, Ricky. Like a little bit here. More. I think that's perfect. So now you can blood boil people, but let me see. Okay guys, so sorry about that. I had to pause the video. I know that for you guys not a lot of time has passed. But now in here we can blood boil. It is a very... she is still within the bounds. Come over here, Ricky. And then come over here so that I can push you back into the circle later. Over here. Here. Alright, now you'll see that I can still blood.
Did you know I can make someone's blood boil?
And
all I have to do is focus.
Her pain infliction keybind. So it is G. And we're gonna wait for their body to be put down. And we push them into the circle. Now it didn't push them enough. No. So we're just gonna have to use Ortum. In order to move the body closer, use Ortum. And this will push them here. Now if the player's like hanging out from this little bit of the portal, it will pull them in and into the middle. Now, okay, we're gonna wait for Artem to finish draining because I do want to see. I want for you guys to see that it will pull the player inside. Now, if you guys want to see the resurrection spell, it will be available here, and that is the Antoilem Brigiti Brady spell. It is, I don't know how to pronounce it properly because I don't speak French, or I don't even know if it's in French. But this powerful spell can resurrect people, and as you can see, it will be like this, and you'll see her resurrection here. See, it does. This one does take a little bit longer, and it does revive them the fastest. Compared to Dark Magic and Ancestors, Ancestors can resurrect within 15 to 25 seconds, and Davina can do it in about... come over here, Ricky. And Davina can do it in 10 seconds. So per restoration, it is the fastest. Now let's go try another spell. Um, let's try the other one that does take a lot of magic as well, and that is because they are very powerful spells. That is the Less Ancestress over in Monday. I don't know how to say it. And it does create an ancestral portal. Now, as you can see in here, it creates a rift between the two dimensions, and you'll and there is a portal to take you back. Now, the other spell, if you guys remember, or if you arrived before this update, you might remember that underneath the grill, before it was revamped, there was a circle of salt and a few candles in which you could cast a spell to come into the ancestral realm. Now, the knockoff of that, or the negative side of that part of the spell, is that it will take a lot of health and it will take like almost all of your magic. But because of this new power that Davina has, anybody can go inside and anybody can be teleported in and out of the ancestral realm. As you can see, this will take me back to the opening center of the cemetery. Because of the new her spell, the nose.
You've had your time.
Around 2 minutes and then it leaves. And as you can see, your magic does regenerate very fast. And I do have 300 health points and 800 magic. I'm not entirely sure if I mentioned that before. Now we already tried her aerokinetic ability. Oh, this one's really powerful. And as you can see, this game pass does differ a little bit because it does have a lot of more keybinds rather than incantations, and that is because in the show Davina did a lot of her spells without needing to say a verbal incantation, and that is because, of course, because she is very powerful. Her spells just came from her mind rather than her words. Now, another thing that is important to mention, or another power that we haven't covered yet, it is the we already tried bone breaking, spark generation. The pick and throw was the one that has the Cloud's voice line whenever Cloud's siren line is broken. It's important to make clear though that it doesn't break the siren lines in the game at the moment, but it might change in the future. Now another spell that she does have other than the advanced bone break, spark generation, pick and throw, neurokinetic. We already tried most of these. Let's try this one that is very powerful. Now let me step away a little bit because it doesn't matter if I did it right now, but I do want to show you how far it can go. So Ricky, just stay over there. And this spell, it is also inspired by the show, but this is not something that she casts directly. Makes several explosions all around her. Oop, I did something. I accidentally see the amount of damage that this does. Another spell is this one, which sends people to sleep. And it is a little bit powerful because it does it to everybody. Even Somnus from the Dark Magic Game Pass has its limits, but this one, it can set everybody near to sleep. And it
You know, it's not polite to stare.
It has her own. See, another thing that Davina does have as an accessory is her little choker that she has whenever she's Regent, and that is pretty neat as well. Now, this one doesn't do any damage, but it does help them to sleep. And as you guys already saw her resurrection spell. And let me check for some others. Let me check if I haven't forgotten anything. Now, it is also very important to remember that Davina does have a lot of magic compared to a lot of all the other games. And another special thing that she can do is that she can perform the ritual, as always. She can go, even though she naturally is an ancestral witch, it is still an option to become one. So in here you go into the cemetery and cast it order Coven Witch. And so what I can do here is I could try killing Ricky, and I could get her skull and perform the
You've had your time, liar.
Ooh, that did a lot of damage. I don't even think Ventus worked. Did it? Because I didn't see it pop out of her hand. Now she does get knocked out for a pretty good time. And I can just kill her with this. It shouldn't be that hard to kill Bonnie with the divinity. And now I'm just gonna. Can you move on?
Ooh.
Yeah, they moved on. And oh damn it, they didn't drop their skull. So I will be giving myself my own skull, and then you guys will be able to see. Okay, so I just went to grab the skull. But another thing that is important to mention about Davina that is separated from usual products is that Davina will not show up on the Game Pass on the Game Pass shop or the games shop. She does have to be purchased in game. So you have to go in the game, press Davina. At the moment she is the first one on the tab. You have to press Davina and press play or play as. And when you do that, it will, if you don't own the Game Pass, it will prompt you a purchase and you can purchase it from there. And if not, then it is probably because you already own it. If you already own it, you'll either become Davina or it'll say that somebody else is playing as Davina. So in here you'll see me trying to become an elder. Now an elder in a region, as you can see the cool little effect here. Now this is a great way to get more magic. As you can see, my magic is increasing by about 300 points, I believe. And it is a great way. If you were the one to participate in the ritual, it is a great way to get 2 new keybinds, which is the blood choke, and I forget what the other one is. Oh, it is the mass snapping spell. You can get that one too if you are part of the ritual. Now in here I can do the ritual myself, but because we don't have 4 people, it wouldn't really work. But if you guys just want to see it, then I will sacrifice Ricky here. Oh. But you can see that they will be dying slowly. And then the ritual has started. They will become a spirit. It used to be so that you would just lay down, but now you do become a spirit so that you can wander around. But you won't die. See, right now they just reset themselves. So it does say that I need 4 more members. because somebody just died. So now, yeah, I know. You did move on. Now another spell that she can cast. I think I covered most of them, but let me double check because I'm pretty sure I covered most, if not all of them. Let's see. Yeah, that is pretty much all there is. And if you, oh, she also has Delphin, but I think you guys know what that does. And if you don't know, it basically extracts the heart of the person. Now, it is pretty easy to kill people.
You've had your time!
Ooh, that pushed them pretty far. Ventus is apparently not working at the moment, which is pretty strange. Oh, there it is. I think it just lagged.
Did you know I can make someone's blood boil?
And
All I have to do is
here,
focus.
blood boil, and I think that might kill her. Oh, it did kill her. Crap. And you see how easy it is to kill? And that barely even took any magic. It took like about 100 magic points. Or I think that's 200. Yeah, that's 200 magic points. And I killed Bonnie Bennett, which she, by the way, she does have some protection against some spells. So, and she still died. So you guys can understand how powerful Davina is. I think in the future, her price will change. But at the moment, for at least the first month of her release, she will stay with 900 Robux. But in the future, it might increase from 1,000 to 1,200. Of course, you guys will see in the following months as how her Game Pass progresses, and I can confidently say that there will be another update very soon.